Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to discuss mock test with explanation on JAIIB Accounting and Finance for Bankers. So there are certain questions which we are going to discuss. First question, if interest is to be compounded half yearly, which of the following formula shall be used? Here our question is, interest is to be compounded not on annual basis but on half yearly basis. So these are our options. With this, the compounding can be done on annual basis. And if we have to do compounding on half yearly basis, then our rate of interest, this is to be divided by 2, and n, the number of time intervals, it has to be multiplied by 2. Hence, this is our formula, this is our answer. This answer, it relates to quarterly compounding, where we divide rate of interest by 4 and multiply the time period by 4. And this is on monthly basis. So here is our explanation. For annual compounding, the standard formula is P1 plus R raised to power n. For half yearly compounding, R, that is rate of interest, this will be divided by 2 and n will be multiplied by 2. For quarterly compounding, R will be divided by 4 and multiplied by 4. N will be multiplied by 4. For monthly compounding, R is divided by 12 and N is multiplied by 12. Hence, our answer is B. Question number 2. Loan is obtained by X for purchase of a car for rupees 1,50,000 at 12% interest rate over 2 years. What is the total amount paid at simple rate of interest? Here we have to calculate total amount to be paid at simple interest. So here are our answers. Now we have to make a calculation here. To find the answer, we shall make the calculation. So principal plus interest, that is what we have to tell. What is total amount? So total amount includes principal plus interest. Principal is already available with us, 1,50,000. Interest we shall calculate. The amount of interest will be 36,000. How it is calculated? Principal into interest into time period divided by 100. Principal is 1,50,000. Rate of interest is 12%. Period is 2 years. We shall divide it by 100 and we shall get 36,000. So 1,50,000 plus 36,000, 1,86,000, that is our answer. So option A is the correct answer. Let us now go to next question. Friend, you can pause the video anytime and you can again see it by rewinding. X invested rupees 1 lakh in a bank FDR at 6% per annum for 1 year. If interest is compounded on half yearly basis, the amount payable shall be. So here it is question on compounded interest rate. The previous question was on simple interest rate. Here we have to find the total amount which X will be receiving after 1 year. So here are our options, but we have to make a calculation. Let us see how to compute. This is the formula we shall make use of. Principal 1 plus R divided by 2 raised to power n multiplied by 2. So this is the formula for half yearly compounding. In a previous question, we had discussed this formula. So 1 lakh is the principal, rate of interest annual is 6%, so half yearly rate will be 3%, and 3% means 0.03%. So when 3% is expressed in decimal, it is 0.03. So 1 plus r, so 1.03 raised to power n, that is 2. So 1.03 multiplied by 0.03. So this is what we shall get, 1,06,090. Hence B is our answer. Fourth question. An investor wants to invest rupees 20,000 to get double amount at 8% rate of interest. For how many years he should invest the money? Friends, here we can make use of rule of 72. And our answer options are, let us see which option shall be correct. Rule of 72. So 72 divided by rate of interest. Rate of interest is given 8%. 72 divided by 8. So 9 years. 9 years is our answer. Rule of 72 makes calculations on approximate basis. For rule of 72, we can calculate the period also. So 72 divided by period will give us rate of interest. And 72 divided by rate of interest will give us the period. X borrowed rupees 10,000 from bank at 12% per annum for 1 year, payable on equated monthly installment basis. What is the amount of EMI? In this question, we have to calculate equated monthly installment. Here are our options. Let us see our calculation. So this is the formula we can make use of to calculate EMI. Principal into R one plus R raised to power n divided by 1 plus R raised to power n minus 1. So this formula shall be used. Here P is principal, R is rate of interest per installment period. Per installment period means if rate of interest is 12%, then per month it will be 1%, and 1% means 0.01%. N is the number of installment in the period. So here is our calculation. 10,000 multiplied by rate of interest 1 plus 0.1 raised to power 12. Here we have 1 year, that is 12 months, divided by 1.01 raised to power 12 minus 1. When we make the computation, we get 888.50. Hence, A is our option. A is our answer. Annuity means a series of payments, payment of fixed amount, payments to be received or made, payment of a fixed period. So we have to choose the correct option. And here we have our answers. Friends, we must know that annuity is a series of cash flows, payments. And this payment relates to a fixed amount for a fixed period. Now this cash can be inflow or outflow. Hence, all these taken together define the annuity. Hence our answer should be D. A to D taken together is our answer, because annuity includes all these features. It is a series of payments. The payment is of a fixed amount. The payment can be received or made. The payments are for a fixed period. For example, recurring deposit. Recurring deposit is a sort of annuity where payment is made to bank and received by the bank. Payment is for a fixed amount. Payment is for a fixed period. One of the parties is making the payment and other party is receiving the payment. Z rented his house for 2 years at a monthly rent of rupees 15,000 to be received in advance. This is an example of. So here are our options: ordinary annuity, annuity due, initial annuity, base period annuity. First thing, friend, this is an annuity. A fixed amount for a fixed period is going to be received, and this amount is to be received in advance. When amount is to be received in the beginning, it is called annuity due. When amount is received at end of that period, then it is called ordinary annuity. Hence, our answer will be B, annuity due. It is the beginning of the period annuity which is called annuity due. Z is to invest rupees 1 lakh by end of each year for 5 years at 5% rate of interest. How much amount he will receive? So it is a sort of recurring deposit for 5 years where amount shall be deposited on annual basis and end of each year period. The rate of interest shall be 5%. And here are our answers. We have to make a calculation. So this particular question relates to annuity, ordinary annuity. And in case of ordinary annuity, we have to find future value. The present value is partly given here. It is given for first year alone. So this is the formula which shall be used to make the calculation. So C means annuity amount, 1 plus r raised to power n minus 1 divided by rate of interest. So this is the formula for annuity calculation. 1 lakh, rate of interest is 5%, time period is 5 years, minus 1 divided by rate of interest, that is 0.05. When we make the calculation, we get the answer 552563. Means C is our answer. Well friends, we shall continue with this mock test on accounting and finance in the next lecture. Thank you.